Right, well, we're going for just another experiment. Seems like two highlights again. I'm going to read you some news. This is what I got from today's papers. A poster for a condom showing two men hugging has the honour of being the most complained about advertisement of 2011. This is in Australia, by the way. Oh, there you are. Australia. Yes. In a classic case of ballot stuffing, however, most of those complaints came from the Australian Christian lobby, who tried to have the ad torn down from a Queensland bus shelter. It gets the gong, but the Advertising Standards Bureau dismissed the complaints, stating it was strongly in favour of the important health message which overrides any social sensitivity. Former British police officer Andy Easterby has recorded his second traffic offence in as many years, pleading guilty to dangerous driving after giving chase to his ex-colleagues whilst wearing only shoes and socks. Andy was routing his girlfriend in their car at 3 a.m. Tuesday in the middle of Scarborough, North Yorkshire. Scarborough, North Yorkshire. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Don't fuck the girl in the front of the car. And if you do, please remember to put on your pants before you drive past the CCTV. Oh, I've sung the story, basically. That's what happened. Sacred Heart Catholic School Broken Hill has offered a kindergarten place to the 5-year-old daughter of same-sex parents after the local bishop ordered them to. The principal and parish priest had initially told the family to go to hell because they misunderstood the church's position. Bishop Kevin Manning for Wilcannia Forbes told the ABC he was absolutely appalled when he heard about it. To punish a child because her parents are homosexual is just wrong. The bishop is after a statement on the issue from the National Bishops' Conference with a view to avoiding any further confusion. Meanwhile, the parents are considering the school's belated offer. Kevin Rudd's sister Lorraine has resigned from the ALP over its stand on homosexuals marrying, as she put it, in a letter to her Nambour branch last week. It's not something I believe in, and I dislike the way it happened, she wrote. We at the Queernews can only assume it's the democratic process of allowing delegates to vote according to the conscience that she hates. It's horrible for homosexuals to be discriminated against, and that's why my brother introduced laws so they are not discriminated against, she continued. But to make the leap from their rights to breaking a commandment of Moses is utter nonsense. Lorraine didn't resign when her brother got fired because she believed it would be bad for Tony Abbott to become PM. Now she wouldn't even vote for Labor unless it changes its policy on gay marriage. Lorraine says Kevin doesn't necessarily approve of her decision. And finally, Toronto Zoo celebrity gay penguins Buddy and Pedro have been separated, and the spin doctors are telling us it's a good thing because penguins are an endangered species and the boys need to put out for the sake of all penguin kind. Buddy has already hooked up with a female who cannot be named because the zoo couldn't think of a name for her. Curator Tom Mason says the birds' relationship was never sexual, and when they rejoin the general population, they are likely to stay with their female matches, go their separate ways. Now, we here at the Queernews smell something fishy. Firstly, that last sentence didn't make any sense. Also, penguins are not a species, which would be specie anyway, but a collection of species ranging from our feathery favourite, the fairy penguin, who pesters those champ bike races down at Phillip Island, all the way up to the majestic emperor penguin who suffers delusions of grandeur and who plans to take over Antarctica. Upon further research, it was discovered that this story was patched together from another story that said Buddy and Pedro are African penguins, who most certainly are endangered, as are most things in Africa. Even so, Pedro's 10 years old and he hasn't cracked it yet, so that's your news for this moment. Oh God, we're still filming.